Today is day 21, and we are going to talk about how to configure IP version 6 using all this. In IP version 6, we have a different type of uh, IP version 6 assignment system. So today we will talk about how to assign IPv6 to routers and computers. Niganampa, good evening, good evening. Prashant Kumar, good evening. Shuleman, good evening. So we are waiting for 2 or 3 minutes so the people can join, and then we will start our today's session. Naveen Panda, good evening. Yeah, Naveen, I'm getting your comment that the all the materials has been not uploaded, but right nowadays I'm really super busy, so I will upload it within a weekend. You will get all the labs and everything. Okay, you will get it, so don't worry about it. I will upload it. Utpal Kumar, you welcome. Chetan Thakur, yeah, good morning, good evening, Chetan. I'm seeing you first time, Chetan. Himmat Surela, good evening. Utpal Kumar, good evening, Utpal Bhai. So let me start session. Khawja Muhammad, good evening. Yeah. So now we have many players. They are commenting. Yeah, today, like we have many people that they are doing comment. That's really good. Yeah. So let me start with the mind map. Okay, let me start with the mind map. Wait a minute. Brijesh Bhai, good evening. Okay, so let me share my screen with you. Okay, so yesterday we talk about the neighbor discovery, right? And we talk about ND and NS, like NS, what is NS, and then what is the neighbor advertisement, right? And we just completed, we finished this all these points. Yeah. Same as ARP and all this. We also captured these packets, and using this, like we are able to understand all this scenario. Prakash Kumar, good evening. Okay. So before I jump into this particular point, router solicitation and router advertisement and redirect, okay, I want to explain how to configure IPv6 address into the Cisco routers or into the computers. Okay, so we will finish topic number 6 today, and then I will clear all our router solicitation and router advertisement. Okay, so let me start with the topic IPv6 address assignment. Okay, it is how to configure IP version 6 address. So if you want to understand this, you have to understand 4 points. Okay, we have total 4 points to understand IP version 6 address assignment. The first point is it is a static configuration. Static configuration is really very easy. We can assign IP address directly to the routers, and it is like a manual configuration. Yeah. But the problem with the static configuration, and specifically in IP version 6, is it is like a lengthy address. Yeah. So it is basically we are using it less because IP version 6 is a 128-bit address. But let me configure this. Yeah. So first of all, we are going to configure IP version 6 static configuration. Shyam Sundar Yadav, good evening. Neeraj, good evening. So let me open the packet tracer. Okay. And now I'm going to add one router over here. Okay. Let me add this 1841 series router, and I will add some switch. This is switch, and if I want to add computers, I will add this. Okay, Let me connect them. Good evening, Nikhil. Okay. Now I'm going to open console of my router. Okay. And I need to manually, like I want to assign IPv6 address manually. Okay. The system is really very simple. Enable config T interface fast ethernet 0/0. Okay. Instead of using IP address, use command IPv6 address. May I know the packet tracer version? Yeah, actually I'm using latest packet tracer version. Go to the Cisco Netcat website and you can able to download it. Okay. Good evening, Mark. Sorry, it is okay. No need to say sorry. Yeah, Utpal, I'm using the latest version. And if you want to check it, I will check it. Wait a minute. Give me to 10 minutes. We will check the latest version. Okay. And if you want to assign IP address, you can give it like 2001. Okay. You can give any ABCD colon 2001, like uh you can, if you want to do not use prefix zeros, you can like 21, like 10 colon. Okay. And you can also assign, this is a network address, right? The 64-bit we consider is a 64-bit is a network address, and the host address can be 1234 12 colon 1234 colon 1234. Okay. 1 2 3 4 6 7 8, and then we have to assign CIDR mask, and it's 64. Maybe 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, we have to use this colon. Okay, use this two times. Okay. Yeah. So it is a 2001 colon AB colon ABCD. Like you can assign any address. You know that how the global unicast address works. Okay. So this is a manual assignment. This is a manual assignment. And in this manual assignment, what you are doing, you are assigning network address, or we can say prefix list by yourself. So in the static configuration, the network address or prefix length assigned by the admin. Okay. And the host address also assigned by admin. So the total 128 bits will be assigned by the admin itself. Okay. So static configuration is really very easy, but 128-bit length, you have to take care about this particular 128-bit of IP address. Yeah. Second option is we can use static with EUI. Okay. Extended unique identifier 64. And this is really good. Okay. So let me do it. I'm going to my router. Okay. If you want to remove all IPv6 address, okay, you can use command no IPv6 address. Yeah, it will remove all IP version 6 address. Do not forget to give command IPv6 unicast routing. It is really important. You know that. Okay. Now go to the IP fast ethernet 0/0 and use this command like IPv6 address. Okay. 2001 colon 10 colon 10 colon 10. Now this will be my network address. Yeah, this will be my network address. And I don't want to assign MAC address manually. I don't want to assign MAC address manually. Instead of that, I can use EUI 64-bit format. Okay, so I can use like /64, and I can write EUI. Wait a minute. IPv6 address 2001 colon 10 colon 10 colon colon /64. Then I can use EUI 64. Yeah. So if you are using system like this is called static with EUI 64. Yeah, this is known as static with EUI 64. So yeah, I will declare the result tomorrow, and you will get result tomorrow. Yeah, actually nowadays I'm really very busy, so I have to check everything, and then I will sure you will get result tomorrow. Okay, so do not worry about it. It will be on my group, so you will get all the detail about it. Okay, so result of the Sunday game I will declare tomorrow for sure. So first of all, when we talk about static with EUI64, the network address or prefix length is assigned by admin. Okay, as right now, if you see this, I assign this 2001 10 10. You can assign any 64 bit. Yeah, you can assign any 64 bit. Now the another 64 bit, we call it host ID. Yeah, we call it host ID. Okay, so we are talking about host ID. The host address derived from MAC address. So the host address will be derived from the MAC address of the router interface. Okay, so how can I identify that? So you have to find out the MAC address. Okay, so I'm going to my router and give the command do so IP do so interface fast ethernet 0/0. If you give the command, okay, so interface fast ethernet 0/0, you will get MAC address over here. Yeah, and MAC address is, what is the length of MAC address? Can you tell me what is the length of MAC address? What is the length of MAC address? I'm asking you question. What is the length of MAC address? The question is, what is the length of MAC address? Okay, Muhammad Sahed Ali, 48 bit. Okay. Prem Chandra Gautam. Thank you. Thank you. 48 bit. Okay. Prakash Kumar, 48 bit. Utpal Bhai, 42 bit. Utpal Bhai, it is typo, I think. Yeah. I know that you cannot do mistake like this. 8 bit. Yeah, it is a 48 bit. Right. Now, what is the length of IPv6 host bit? What is the length of IPv6 host bit? Yeah, my question is, what is the length of IPv6 host bits? Okay, you have to type this. What is the length of IPv6 host bits? The question is, what is the length of IPv6 host bits? If you don't have idea, you can say no. Yeah, you can say no. So don't stop message. Don't stop message. Okay, if you don't have idea, you can say no. If you have idea, you can write how many bits are there for the host bit into the IP version 6. Yeah, Mark saying 64 bits. Okay. Okay. So, okay, Prakash Kumar, 64 bits. Yeah. So now, what I said over here, I said that host address derived from MAC address. Okay. But the problem here we have is the host address is a 64-bit address. Okay, in IP version 6, the host part is a 64-bit. And we have MAC address, and the MAC address, basically, it is a 48-bit address, right? So we have to convert this 48-bit into the 64-bit. Okay, so we have to convert this 48-bit address into the 64-bit address. And now I'm going to explain that how we are converting this. Okay, and this is known as extended unique identifier. It is EUI64. Okay, so now I'm going to explain you that how we can convert 48-bit MAC address to the 64-bit host address in IP version 6. Okay, and basically we are using it when you are using the word EUI-64. You do not want to assign host address manually. In this case, you can use this scenario. So let me start this. Okay, you have to understand all these 6 points so you can able to understand how this conversation happens. Okay, the first thing is MAC address is a 48-bit address, right? This is, you all know this. Yeah. Now the first 24-bit known as OUI. Yeah, it is known as OUI. It is an organizationally unique identifier. So there is a 48-bit of the MAC address, and out of this 48-bit address, the first 24-bit, it is considered as a OUI. Yeah, it is assigned to the company. Okay, and the second 24-bit is known as a NIC. Yeah, it is called NIC. So the basic format is like this. So suppose if I am having this MAC address, okay, the first 24-bit, it is considered as a OUI, and the second is considered as a NIC. Okay, so this is a format of any IPv6, any MAC address. Okay, so this is the basic format, and this is like company assigned. Okay, you can identify the name of the company who manufactured the NIC using this OUI bit, and NIC address is like a sequence number. Okay, now the second thing that you have to consider is the 7th bit from the left is always UL bit. So if you convert this number, okay, like from the left, it means the 00. And if you convert this particular number into the binary, you will get the 7th bit. And the 7th bit can be either 0 and 1. Now, if it is a 0, means locally administrated address. Okay, if the bit is 0, it means it is a locally administrated address. So if I convert this number into the binary, okay, if I convert this number into the binary, okay, like 00, this is the leftmost bit, and I converted this into the binary, and check the 7th bit. If the 7th bit is 0, okay, the address is considered as a locally administrated address. Okay, now if you have your laptop, and if you verify the MAC address of your laptop, okay, the 7th bit is always 0, because they consider, like if you have physical hard drive, physical NIC, it has always considered as a locally administrated address, and the 7th bit is always 0. Okay, and 1, if there is a 1, it means it is called universally administrated address. Yeah, so like if it is a 1, it can be 01. Okay, 0121 FF. Yeah, so here I have the small mistake, because it can be 2 over here. Okay, so now if you convert this number, and here if it is a 1, if the 7th bit is the 1, okay, it is called a universally administrated address. If the 7th bit is 1, it is called universally administrated address. Okay, it should be 2 over here. This is my printing, it is a typo mistake. So if you convert this number, the 7th bit would be 2. Okay, now you know that the structure of the MAC address. This is the structure of the MAC address. Okay, what we are learning right now is how to convert 48-bit MAC address into the 64-bit host address. Okay, and to convert this, we must have a knowledge of the MAC address. So this is like how the MAC address system works. Okay, now I'm going to convert this 48-bit MAC address into the 64-bit host address. So how the UI format works? The first thing you need to understand that the 7th bit is always a universal, means 1. So whenever you are converting 64-bit MAC address into this, when you are converting 48-bit MAC address to 64-bit host address, you have to convert 7th bit from 0 to 1. Okay, you have to change this bit, and it should be always 1. The 7th bit should be 1. Okay, second thing is the 16-bit X 0xFFFE, it is a hexadecimal number, is then inserted between these two 24-bit for the 64-bit UI address. So you have to add FFFE, this is a 16-bit address, okay, 16-bit, in between OUI plus SNCC. Okay, so you have to add over here Okay, so the process is simple. You have to convert 7-bit from 0 to 1. So your address will be from locally administrated address to universal administrated address, and then you have to add FFFE between OUI and NIC. So if I will convert this particular address to 64-bit host address, it will be looks like this. Yeah, it will be looks like this. Okay, 00 I am not considering is 212 FFFE. Yeah, FFFE B56E10. Okay, so this is the way we can convert our address. Now I just give you the explanation. Okay, let's try to convert our own address. Okay, let's try to convert our own address. So I'm going to packet tracer. Okay, you know this is the MAC address. You know that this is the MAC address. Okay, now convert this MAC address. Now convert this MAC address into the 64-bit EUI format. Okay, 64-bit EUI format. Try this. This is MAC address. This is 0002 dot 16C36A01. Okay, first of all, you give me answer. Okay, and then I will convert it, and then we will check with the show IPv6 interface brief command. So you will get the answer. Okay, so wait a minute. So interface fast Ethernet 0/0. Yeah, this is MAC address. Okay, and you need to convert this MAC address into the EUI 64-bit format. Okay, you can use this formula, and here I did the little mistake. It is like 2 over here. Okay, so convert this, and then we can go ahead. Yeah. Okay, let me open the screen over here. This is MAC address. Okay, 0002 16C36A01. Okay, let me write this into my whiteboard so you can. I don't know how to increase the size of this. Wait a minute. Are you getting this MAC address? Wait a minute. I'm going to adjust this. Wait a minute. Oh, wait. I'm going to open this in a WordPad. Yeah. So this is my MAC address, and your responsibility is to convert this MAC address into the 64 EUI format. Yeah. Bisal. Good entry, Bisal. 0202 16 FFC3, maybe. Yeah. Bridges Panchal. Okay. Okay. Good. Anyone else? Anyone else? Yeah. If I'm getting the same result from everyone, this means you are right. Okay. So let me explain this, how we can convert this. Okay. So if you have any confusion, I can remove this. Okay. So let me open my whiteboard. The first thing that you need to remember is, wait a minute. This is my MAC address, right? 0002 colon 16C3. Okay. And 6A. Wait a minute. Is it A? Yeah, it is a 6A. Okay. 01. Yeah, should be 6. I understand this. No need to worry. Okay. So it is like this is my MAC address. So whenever you will find any MAC address, okay, whenever you will find any MAC address, okay, the 7th bit is always 0. This is for sure. Okay. How can I identify that? So you can convert these numbers into the binary. Okay. So like 0 will be 0, 0, 0, 0, and 0 will be 0, 0, 0, 0. So if you find it out that first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and 7th bit is always 0. Okay. And if you want to convert this 64 into the 64 bit, you have to convert this bit, like you have to alter this bit from 0 to 1. Okay. So it will be like 0, 0, 0, 0, and then it will be 0, 0, 1, 0. Okay. So the 0 decimal of the this particular 0 will be 0, and decimal of this will be 1, 2, 0, 1. So it will be 2. Okay. And then again colon, then 0, 2, then again colon 1, 6. Okay. Then again C3, then again 6A, then again 0, 1. So now we have this 48-bit address. Out of this is OUI, then this is a NIC address. Okay. Now just add FFFE in between them. Okay. So it will be like 02 colon 02 colon 616 colon FF colon FE colon C3 colon 6A colon 01. And if you don't want to write 0, prefix 0, you can. Okay, you can remove this. So this will be the MAC address. Now, if this will be the 64-bit address. Okay. Now, if you have any doubt, you can ask me. And if you understand this, okay, we will do one more practice for that, and we can go ahead. Yeah. It is really easy if you do it properly with the steps. Okay. First of all, convert 7th bit into the 1. It is always 0. Whenever you will get any MAC address, it has a 7th bit will be like 0. Okay. Convert this bit into the 1, and then add FFFE in between them. Yeah. Neeraj, right? You are right. Okay. So all okay with this? Yeah. All are okay with this? Okay. So let's find it out. Let's find it out. Now I'm going to router. Okay. And then I can give the command like show IPv6 interface brief. Yeah, Naveen, we are going to do this. Okay. See this. Here I have this 2001 10 10 0. It is prefix. Okay. It is a network address. Now here we have 02. You cannot use 0. Yeah, it is okay. So it is a 202. Then it is a 16FF. Then it is a FFC3. And I'm getting this 6A01. Yeah. So it is like same. Okay. Maybe it is a format of hexstat, or it is colon. You can use colon or anything. Yeah. So this is, we call it. Okay. How we convert this address, 48-bit address, into the 64-bit host address. Okay. Let me open my mind. Yeah. So we are using IP version 6. Okay. So we should write like this. Yeah. We can neglect the prefix 0, so it will be 020. Then it is a 16FF. Yeah, this is right format of IP version 6, right? C3 and colon 6A01. Okay, got it? It is the way IP version 6 EUI works. Okay, so this is considered as a static with EUI 64. Okay, static with EUI 64. Clear? Okay, we will convert it later. Give me 5 minutes, we will convert it. Okay, now I am going to explain you third point, and this is called stateless auto configuration. Okay, it is called stateless auto configuration. Now in this stateless auto configuration, okay, the network address or prefix length derived from the router using ND. Okay, so let's take an example. In our lab, we have router and we have PC also. Yeah, we are having router and PC also. So now I want to assign, like the configuration of the router has been over now, and I want to assign IPv6 address to my PC. Okay, in this particular requirement, I can use this stateless auto configuration. I can use this stateless auto configuration. Okay, so if you go to the PC over here, and here we have this desktop, and here if you go to the IP configuration, and in IP version 6, you will get this option auto config. So when you are going to click this auto config option, actually you are using this. Yeah, it is called stateless auto configuration. In this particular scenario, my PC will get first 64-bit. Okay, the first 64-bit, which is known as a network prefix or a network address from the router. Okay, from the router. And again, the next 64-bit of the host address will be derived from the MAC address. So here, like host address derived from the MAC address. Okay, so the network address or a prefix length derived from the router, and the 64-bit will be derived from the MAC address, again using the same scenario of the EUI64. Okay, so let me try this. Okay, I'm going to enable my interface. It has IP 2001.10. Okay, so this will be 64-bit. It is a network bit, right? So it will be derived from the router itself. So let me copy this over here. Yeah, this is, wait a minute. Yeah, this 64-bit is a network bit. Okay. Okay, so this, my computer, my PC will get this 64-bit from the router itself. Okay, but for that I have to give the command no shut. Yeah, no shut. So now the interface has been up. Okay, now I will configure my PC as a auto config. Okay, auto config, but I'm not going to reveal this right now. Okay, so I'm giving you MAC address of my PC. I'm going to give you MAC address of my PC. It is an interface, and maybe you will get, let me find it out using the command. Okay, if you want to find out, you can give the command like ipconfig/all. Yeah, so this is the MAC address of my PC. Okay, this is the MAC address of my PC. This is the 64-bit of the network address. Now you have to use this FFFE formula and identify that what will be the IP address of my PC. Yeah, apply this formula of EUI64, add this FFFE, convert the 7th bit into the 1. Okay, you will do this. I am not going to do this. Okay, I will just verify that it is right or not. Okay, yeah, convert this, and it is like a very easy process. Yeah, I want a total 128-bit address written as answer. Okay, I want total 128-bit written as answer in the right correct format. And then I will configure my PC as an auto config, and then I will get the result. If you are right, you will find over here. Okay, over there when I configure my computer as an auto configure. Yeah, you have to write entire 128-bit of address. Okay, this is called stateless auto configuration in IP version 6. Take your time, no worries. Anil Singh likes your video. Anil Singh, why are you only liking? Please comment. Yeah. Okay, Utpal Kumar 2001 10 10. Okay, okay. Let me check this. Okay. Bisal, you are right, but use colon colon. Do not use dot. Okay, do not use dot because in IP version 6 we have to use colon as a separator. Brijesh Panchal. Okay, yeah. I'm waiting for answer of Naveen. Yeah, I'm waiting answer of Naveen. Bisal, thank you for love. Van, thank you for like. Naveen, where are you? Okay, we can't wait more now. So let me try this. I'm going to PC. Okay, and uh, going to IP configuration and going for the auto config. Okay, here we have this address. Okay, let me verify. It is 2001 colon 10 colon 10 0. Okay, if you are not okay, 20A, right? Okay, then 41, yeah, right, FF, okay, 0A 8093. You all are superheroes over here. Yeah, you all are superheroes. Okay, Naveen, yeah, I got finally your answer, and I think it is right. Yeah, it is right. Sandeep, thank you. And I really like all the answer is right. And now tell me if you have any problem about this. I'm going to explain you. I will explain you again if you have any problem. Yeah. Naveen, Mark, Utpal, Bisal, like super. Brijesh Bhai, yeah, super. If you have any problem, just type or ask me question. Okay, if you don't have any problem, just type wow and we are going for the next topic. Yeah, just type wow and then we are going for the next topic. Yeah, it is really easy. Sir, can you explain this one? What should I explain? Sometime I fail find percentage in IP version 6. What does it mean? Nice question, Utpal Kumar, really nice. Again, using current scenario. Just watch video again, maybe Neeraj, and if you find problem, you can ask me anytime. Yeah. Sometime I find percentage in IP version 6. What does it mean? Utpal Kumar, your question is really super, and that I'm going to explain you. Okay. Uh, First of all, you will find percentage into the link local address. Yeah, it is always behind the link local address. Yeah, Utpal, it is always behind the link local address. So see this in your example, it is FE80, and like it is in behind the link local address. Yeah, and even if you check on my computer, okay, I'm going to give the command IP config, and you will get this percentage over here also. See this. Yeah, and your question is really nice. Why it is required? So let me tell you that the first of all, this is for link local address only. Yeah, this is for link local address only. So yeah, it is for the link local address. So now let me tell you one thing. Suppose you have network, like this is your computer, this is switch, okay, and your computer is connected. This is your PC, and your PC, your computer, wait a minute, connected using two NIC, like it has two NIC over there. Okay, it has two NIC over there. Okay, and you have this one another PC. Okay, and now you are in Windows system. Now you are in Windows system. And let me assume that the IP address of this particular PC is FE80 colon like, I'm just going to explain you like 5. And the link local address of this PC is, this NIC is FE80 colon 2, and this it has a FE80 colon 3. Okay, colon 3. Now what I am telling you, and in Windows we have this percentage also. So like percentage 8 over here and percentage 9 over here. It is like random number. You will get any with percentage. Okay. So you will find out if you give the command like IP config, you will find out like this: FE80 colon percentage 8, FE80 colon 3 percentage 9, and maybe it has like anything like 15 or like 8 over here. Yeah, percentage 8 over here. You will find in Windows like this only. You will find in Windows like this only. See, here I am having this colon in percentage 9, right? So now my question is, if I want to ping this PC, okay, I want to ping this PC like ping FE80 colon 5, okay, I am in this PC, I'm going to give name like A, okay, and I want to ping this PC from this particular Windows system. I want to ping this PC FE80 colon 5 using this particular NIC. I want to use this NIC X, like I have two NIC, so I'm going to give name like X and Y. So I want to ping from A to B using NIC X, okay, and it must use NIC X only. I don't want to send the data through NIC Y, okay, I don't want to send the data to NIC Y. So in this case, if you are going to ping with FE80 colon 5, and then you can use percentage 8 over here, okay, this is the same as your address of X, okay. So what will happen, it will send the data using this particular NIC, okay, using this particular NIC. And if you use like this, if you remove this percentage, okay, and then if you use like 5, wait a minute, 5, and then if you use percentage 9 over here, okay, it will send the data using this particular NIC because it has a 9 as a suffix. Okay, so in the Windows or like in many OS, if you want to select a source link local address whenever you are sending the data to link local, like whenever you are sending the data to another link local address, you can use this percentage sign. Yeah, and keep this in mind that you cannot use the percentage of the destination. Yeah, you cannot ping like ping FE80 colon 5 colon, okay, let me remove this 8, okay, like you cannot use the percentage of the destination, like you cannot use percentage 7 over here. Yeah, like we have 7 over here, so you cannot use 7, okay, it won't work. Like you cannot use percentage 7 over here, so you do not need to use percentage of the destination. Okay, so the simple scenario is like if you use 8, okay, it is the address of this particular, the data will go through over here. If you will use like 9, the data will go through over here. Okay, and you should not use the destination address. Yeah, so Utpal, is it clear? Is it clear? If it is clear, say yes, and if you have any question, you can ask me. Yeah, so it is basically used to identify the source when you are communicating using link local address. Is it okay, Utpal? Yeah, okay, so you do not need to verify, like you do not need to add the percentage 7 over here. It was my mistake, I used 8 at both the place. Okay, so keep this in mind. Number after percentage only from 0 to 9. Yeah, maybe I don't know the perfect number. Yeah, maybe it can be from 0 to 9 bridges, but basically the concept is like this. Okay, you, if you want to select source, you can use this percentage. Yeah, okay, now we are moving ahead, and I want to explain you one more thing. Here, in the stateless auto configuration, I told you that the network address or prefix length derived from the router. Okay, so your route, like your PC, in our case, this PC got the MAC address from the router. Yeah, this PC got the MAC address from the router. So how your PC will get the MAC address from the router? Okay, so what will be the communication system between your computer and router? So to understand this, let me open our closed game, and it is a router solicitation message and router advertisement message. Yeah, it is a router solicitation and router advertisement message. So in Windows, in the system, when you start your computer and the router is configured with the auto config system, okay, it will use router solicitation message. Okay, this is a message used by computer to find the router. Okay, and this is ICMP version 6, ICMP version 6 type 133. Okay, and this is used by host to get the default gateway, or we can say that to get the network address. So your computer will get the MAC address from your router using this router solicitation message. Okay, and when your computer will send router solicitation message, okay, the router will advertise using router advertisement message. Okay, so the communication between PC and router will be done using the router solicitation message and router advertisement message. Router advertisement message is always multicasted by router, and router solicitation message is always messaged by the system, like computer. Okay, now it is called ICMP type 134. Remember this ICMP was a type number. Okay, and router use this to provide prefix address to the host, or we can say that it is used by the it is also used to provide the default gateway to the host. Okay, and multicast by router at every 30 second. Okay, multicast by router at every 30 second. Okay, keep this in mind, keep this in mind. Yeah, because see what I'm trying to say, like suppose if I have one computer. Okay, now this is started. So whenever it is required IPv6 address, it will use router solicitation message to get the get the IP address. Okay, and the router will send router advertisement message. This is okay, but even though you in router is not getting any router solicitation message, it will multicast router advertisement every 30 seconds. Okay, and this is in Cisco router. I'm talking about Cisco router. The 30-second interval is in Cisco router. Maybe if you are using Juniper or any router, maybe they have a different timer. I don't know about this, but I'm talking about Cisco router. So your router advertising router advertisement every 30 seconds. Okay, so this is message number 4. We have this neighbor solicitation, neighbor advertisement, router solicitation, and router advertisement. Okay, I'm going to explain you, like I'm going to repeat this again. The neighbor solicitation message, okay, it is used to get the MAC address of your neighbor. It is like ARP request. The neighbor advertisement message is when you send neighbor solicitation message, okay, your neighbor will give you MAC address using the neighbor advertisement message. Okay, router solicitation message, if you start your computer and you configure your computer with the auto configuration, in this case your computer will send this router solicitation message to get a default gateway and 64-bit of the network address. Okay, and the reply of the router solicitation will be router advertisement. Okay, and your computer will get 64-bit from the 64-bit from the router, and the next 64-bit host bit will be derived from MAC address using this stateless auto configuration method and this EUI 64-bit address system. Yeah, okay, and now I'm going to talk about fifth, and this is known as stateless or stateful auto configuration. And stateful auto configuration means you are using DHCP. Yeah, so network address or prefix length derived from the DHCP server. In this case, you will get the IP version 6 address from the DHCP server. You do not need to configure network prefix. You do not need to configure host prefix. Yeah. And we will configure it when we will learn about DHCP. This will be our special topic. Okay. And we will configure DHCP version 4, IP version 4 and IP version 6. Okay. So you just consider what is stateless auto config over here. We done practical for that. And you will do stateful auto configuration when we will talk about the DHCP. Okay. This will be in an upcoming session, right? Okay. Now there is only one point left, and it is called redirect. Yeah, we just finished all this and we have the last message, and it is a redirect message. So this is again ICMP version 6 message, and it is used for the neighbor discovery. There are total 5 types of the neighbor discovery packet. Okay, and the 5th one is a redirect. It is used by ICMP version 6 type 137. Okay, and used by router to provide better next hop. So if there is a 2 router, okay, and you are requesting me, and I will say that, okay, see, I'm not the better hop for this particular destination. Do one thing, go to the next router and you will get the better performance or the better bandwidth. Okay, so if you have 2 router, you can use the redirect system. Okay, and we will talk about this later, so don't worry about it. Right now you just understand the neighbor discovery process and total 5 type of the messages. Yeah, so total 5 type of the messages. Okay, so this is the IPv6 basics, and you will get the business mind map, so don't need to be worry about it. Okay, and if you able to understand all these points, okay, you are ready with the basic IP version 6. Okay, now we will configure, like when we will configure dynamic routing, we will configure with IP version 4 and IP version 6, because you are having all the basic idea of IP version 6. Yeah, but it is not over now. We cannot say that all the system is over now. Why? Because we have to understand the packet type also. Yeah, so I will explain you all this in the upcoming session. I just finished IP version 6 as so you can now configure lab of IP version 4 and 6 together. Okay, tomorrow we will configure the first IPv6 lab known as IP version 6 static routing, and then we will start with the dynamic routing. Like if we will configure REAP, we will configure REAP NG. If we will configure IP version 6 EIG, IP version 4 EIGRP, we'll configure IP version 6 EIGRP also, and it will be not difficult for you. Yeah, but we have to understand the packet type and all this. There will be the header option for IP version 6. Okay, that I will explain you later in upcoming session. Yeah, for me IP version 6 basics is over. You can configure IPv6 lab with your own, that is for sure. Yeah, so if you feel that this is the end of IP version 6, okay, say yes. And if you have any question, you can ask me right now. Okay, and we are going to complete our today's session. Yeah, Vishal, thank you. Neeraj, thank you. Yeah, so it will be like a 4 to 5 session of IP version 6, and it will be like a playlist. Okay, if you want to learn IP version 6, you can watch this particular sessions, and it will be like you will be IPv6 ready. Okay, and give extra time for IP version 6. Yeah, because this will be the future for sure, and always learn about the future technology. Yeah, you have to be current. You have to be current, and this is the requirement. I'm much more interested to teach you IP version 6 than IP version 4, because I know that IP version 4 will be over. Give us one question for IPv6, like conversation and all it. Yeah, Neeraj, we have the game this Sunday. Yeah, and it will be level 2 game. Level 1 has been over, and it will be level 2 game. Okay, so in level 2 you will get the question about IP version 6. Okay, don't worry. And level 1 I will announce result tomorrow, that's for sure. Yeah, I will share this. I will share this. You will get all the mind map from this particular downloadable website. So don't worry about it, Vishal. I will share this. Yeah, I will share this. Yes, Mark, I will not forget this. Okay, I am not forgetting anything. The problem is time. Yeah. It's really a summary, all IP version 6. Okay. So it is good now. And from tomorrow, we will start our lab. Okay. We will configure IP version 6 static lab. Okay. With administrative distance and everything. And then it will be like a dynamic routing. Okay. So thank you very much. Signing off and see you tomorrow 8:30. Yeah, tomorrow 8:30. And if you like this session, please do not forget to share this. Yeah, do not forget to share this, because I want to, like, many people will able to get this type of information. Okay, they are searching over the internet, but they are not getting it. If you share this, you are doing good. Yeah, if you share this, you are doing good. Yeah. So thank you very much. See you later tomorrow at 8:30 sharp. Yeah. Yeah, we will meet tomorrow morning for sure. Done. Bye.